Hi, Suleiman here, and today I want to take you, my people who are watching me, and those who are learning with me, and how I dial in my daily espresso as well as calibration. So basically, you can hear this kind of terms are used in the coffee industry, calibration. Then you're like, okay, what is this? Actually, calibration means rectifying a caliber of something. That is just a definition of the word calibration. But what does that has to do with coffee? So in coffee, calibration is whereby we have some known measurements. For example, we have 18 grams of coffee dose, and the dose is actually the coffee, the grounds of coffee that we put in a portafilter. Okay, a portafilter is a gadget that it's a gadget where we put the grounds coffee in it, and then we lock that one into the espresso machine into a place named group head. So once you see a machine, this is a portafilter. This is what is called portafilter. Here is when we put the grounds coffee. This is the group head. So for this machine we have two. Some they have one. So like this is two group head machine. There is one, there is three, there is four different machine. They have different specifications, and so the looks different. So for this one is a Spirit Kiss Wonder Western and a dramatic. So I will explain further about that. So let's get back to the calibration. So in this case, like I was saying, if this portafilter takes 18 grams, we want to use the ratio 1:2, whereby every 1 grams of coffee will be reacting with 2 grams of water. So if we have 18 grams of coffee, that means we are going to extract 36 out. But this 36 out, we want it to be extracted between 25 to 30 seconds. That is the known measurement that we have. So we are going to get these measurements from unknown different variables and different equipments, whereby we'll be using a grinder, we'll be using an espresso machine which has been set with different temperature, water temperature, and this grinder also that has got different grind size. And then we have a tamper which has got a different tamping pressure. Some push tamp or electric tamp, they are already set, but if you have a manual tamper like this one, then you'll have to use your own power. So all these variables, you're going to find out 36 of the espresso liquid within this time, whereby it's 25 to 30 seconds, up to you. I like my extraction to be extracted at around 28 seconds, most of the time 29, 28, 29. It tastes good to me. And this has also to do with the type of coffee you're using. We have different types of coffee, be it natural, processed, washed, processed, honey processed, be it light, medium roast, dark roast. It depends. In our case here, we are using medium roast. So that is what we do. So I'm getting my dose, put it in the machine, start the extraction, and see the flow, how the coffee will be. And the final decision is testing. Once the coffee has been extracted, maybe the time is correct and the yield is correct, but sometimes it can taste awful. And once that is done, then there is a lot of things that you need to check. Maybe your water quality, the TDS of your water, and even sometimes the freshness of the beans. Maybe the coffee is not fresh, or maybe the coffee itself, it's not good, it has got some defects. There's a lot of variables that you check, but those are just minor ones. Once your coffee is good, because I believe to begin with, you won't use bad coffee. So let's say the coffee is good. Once the coffee is good, then you have to follow the fundamental steps, whereby you will be extracting your coffee based on the knowledge that a barista possesses. So let's get to action. So our extraction has started, and as you can see, it flows a little bit, but we don't want to see this black stuff there. It should be goldish. So there's a probability of the espresso grounds or the grind size to be a little bit fine, so we need to adjust it a little bit. See, the time has already passed 3:30, and we have our 36 here within 35 seconds. This is referred to as over extracted coffee, because the time we were expecting 25 to 30, but as you can see, the time there is 35, and here we have 36. So the yields is okay, but our time is not okay. So that means we are going to adjust the grind size into a little bit coarser to make sure we have the same measurement but with less than 30 seconds. Okay, and if you are a good barista, you need to test this one as well, so you can know how does an over extracted coffee taste like. So let's test it. So this was an over extracted coffee, but we want to test and see what is it. Honestly speaking, the coffee is still sweet. Like okay, let me go for the second one. Yes, there is this some kind of bitterness after test, but it's not that much, you know. It's something someone can consume. Sometimes time doesn't matter that much, but you know, like I said, every barista, they have their own way on how they are expecting the coffee to taste. As we know, all human beings, we've got different taste buds. For me, this one can be a little bit bitter, and to someone it can be extremely sweet. So it's subjective based on the person who is consuming. But we have the thumb of rule, whereby it's 25 to 30 seconds. That is the ideal recommended by professionals. When a group of professionals sit together and they agree on certain things, then we have to follow. But again, it's subjective. If it feels good for you, no worries. You can still have your coffee extracted at 35, 36. Some people, they even go to 40, but it's up to you. Okay, so for me, I want to reduce the time, and I'm reducing the time by increasing the grind size, by making the grind size a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is how we do it. I will open here, then I will push this one little bit, then I will close here. So let's see, after adjusting the grind size, what will happen. So our first drop started at 6, and as you can see, the black things now reduce little bit, and the flow is really good. Let's see if it will give us exactly what we are looking for. I think this is a little bit quick, but for sure this will be perfect. Oh, 36, there you go. We have 26 here, and we have our 36. So this one visually it looks very good. As you can see, it's creamy and the color is not that having any black spot. Yeah. Okay, testing time. This is very sweet, balance. This is a dado from Ethiopia. So the coffee has the cup profile of milk chocolate, fruity after, and this is when it gets cold. When it's cool, then you're going to get those fruity, juicy flavors or characteristics, I can say. But it's good. This cup was super perfect, ready to go to the customer, and that is done. So we are going to the next grinder.